Last night on MasterChef Australia.
Who doesn't have their wedding cake organised the day before their wedding?
An epic challenge saw our chefs cater for a wedding.
Let's go, come on, you can do it.
Yeah, the pressure's on.
Welcome to the industry.
We got to start moving.
Tonight, a very different kind of elimination.
Whatever this is, it's nothing like what we've done before.
Sam and Poe face a chef's ultimate test.
This is the culinary world's version of a penalty shootout.
And one of them will be going home.
That pot contains your fate.
I'm sure it's going to be an interesting competition, this one.
Morning, everyone. Well, it's the day after the wedding. You look tired. Yesterday, you conquered a challenge none of you a few short weeks ago would have thought possible.
I'm now going to reveal the names of the four of you who have done enough to keep your place in the MasterChef competition. Chris, Julie.
Thank you.
Justine. And the last person is Andre. Sam and Poe, I'm sorry you didn't perform quite as well as the other members of the team.
You all right, Sam?
Yep.
It's not over yet, Sam. You've still got a chance to stay in the competition.
Just disappointing, Gary, that's all.
Julie, Justine, Chris and Andre, you're now in for a long lunch with Matt Preston. Say goodbye to Sam and Poe because one of them will be leaving this competition this afternoon. Sam and Poe, very soon you will find out your fate. This afternoon, your ever-expanding range of culinary skills will be put to the test, and one of you will be going home. We'll see you back here shortly.
It's not a time to get too upset. We've come so far and you know, we're about to do something totally different again. Poe and I, upstairs, had a bit of a chat about a couple of things. Now that we know we're in the bottom two, we need to find out what this sudden death elimination is all about.
Got no idea what we're doing here, do we? No. I think we're cooking, though. Sounds like we're cooking.
I'm thinking taste test, ingredients test, maybe some obscure ingredients that we had to name.
I'm cooking against you, and, oh, God. It's a daunting thought.
No, not cooking. I don't think it's cooking.
You don't think it's cooking? No. Okay, well, I'm doing something, maybe it's a taste test thing.
Given the fact we're not doing that horrible team elimination thing today, this is almost a relief.
I've gained so much out of the experience already. I feel like if I stay here, I'm just keep on going, and I think that's what it is for everybody.
It's been a really, really amazing experience, and I've learnt so much about people, you know, human nature. I've learnt so much about myself, and I've learned that I am a good cook. You know, who wouldn't want that experience?
I'm incredibly fortunate to still be here. I know that. Knowing that we are going to end up with someone going at the end of this, yeah, it does make the stakes quite high. I'm sure it's going to be an interesting competition, this one.
Walking into Est with Matt today, everyone's got grins on their face from ear to ear. We're just excited to have a nice lunch, a beautiful lunch, and also to pick Matt's brain.
I'm going to propose a toast to the four of you, and congratulations on making it to the last five of MasterChef Australia. So, cheers and congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you,
Matt at lunch talks to us about plating, the difference between fine dining and bistro food and pub food. He talks to us really about what they're expecting of us.
When none of us are expecting is freestyle. None of us are expecting, like, you know, three-hat food. What we're expecting is great, and a 14, 15 out of 20 food. Peter, how are you? Nice to see you.
Just towards the end of the lunch, we get introduced to Peter Doyle, the head chef, which is great. He's one of Australia's best chefs.
Well, welcome. I hope you've enjoyed lunch, and Maybe we can go into the kitchen now and I can give you a few hints. I'm sure you don't need much teaching, but anyway, let's see how we go.
We go get changed and we head into the kitchen and he gives us a masterclass on souffle making.
Nicely amalgamated.
Getting taught about a souffle from one of Australia's best chefs is pretty exciting.
A little bit of cream.
Well, that's mine and it's the one that was chosen, so...
That's definitely mine.
A hard day at the office.
Yeah, I know. We do think about Po and Sam. Really, they're not far from our minds the whole day.
The wait is over and we're about to go downstairs to be told what this elimination test is going to be.
So we get up from the cafe upstairs and walking around the balcony we look down and there's this huge bench top with what look like hundreds of plate covers on top. Whatever this is, it's nothing like what we've done before. Po and I stand in front of just a single stovetop. No idea what this is, none at all.
I really do want to stay. I would be horrified if I was the next one to go.
It's quite terrifying. Po and I stand in front of just a single stovetop. No idea what this is, none at all. It's quite terrifying.
Sam and Po, you both belong to a very elite group of food lovers, competing to become the best amateur chef in the country. But your results in yesterday's wedding challenge were not quite inspiring enough.
Is it great pastry? No, it's not great pastry.
Now you must go head-to-head in a bid to avoid elimination. To become a top chef, it's not just cooking you need to excel at. You also need to have superior skills in tasting.
Po's got a fantastic palate, probably more developed than mine. So yeah, I'm nervous.
Soon, you'll both taste a dish. One by one, you'll be asked to reveal an ingredient that you think is in that dish. You'll keep going in turns until one of you reveals an ingredient that's not in that dish. The first person to do that will be eliminated right here and right now. This is the culinary world's version of a penalty shootout. Gary and George will lead you through the test. Good luck.
Thank you, Sarah. All for us.
Gary and George come in front of us and place the big pot on the stovetop. All I can think now is, what's in that?
So here we are. Just the two of you out of the top 6 facing elimination. In front of you, there is a pot. What's in the pot? 18 various ingredients. One at a time, you will identify an ingredient in that dish. In front of George and I are 18 plates, and on each plate, there is one ingredient. The first person who incorrectly identifies one of those ingredients goes home.
That pot contains your fate. Please step forward and take the lid off.
We have a look inside. Straight away, I could tell what that was. Coming from an Italian background, I could smell it.
Is it a minestrone soup?
Correct. It's not just a minestrone soup. It's my best friend, Steve. It's his mother's recipe, stemming from the region of Calabria. Guys, I'd get in there and look around, okay? It's not your typical minestrone. And just remember, there's 18 ingredients in it. Do you get the aroma?
It was just all vegetables. There's loads of stuff we can see.
Somebody has to kick this little exercise off. So Sam, please taste and identify, if you can, the first of those 18 ingredients in the minestrone.
No problem. The first ingredient I'll say is celery.
Celery.
Yes, celery.
Sure?
Yeah, I am. I am sure. Thank God for that, Joe.
Celery is in the minestrone soup.
Thank you.
Po, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
All right, you're second up. You can begin to taste.
Name the obvious. You don't want to risk being eliminated so early on.
Carrot.
Carrot. You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
100%? Carrot is in the minestrone.
Very soon, one of us will be going home. We know we're going to go head-to-head.
Sam?
Yes, Gary.
Time to identify the third ingredient.
Yeah, onion.
Sure?
Yes.
Onion. Well done, Sam.
Po, can you please identify the fourth ingredient?
Zucchini.
Zucchini.
Well done. 4 down, 14 to go. How hard can it be? Remember, this early on, you need to be absolutely 100% sure. Sam?
Potato.
Potato.
Thank you.
Potatoes.
Po.
Tomato.
Tomato. Tomato.
Green beans.
Green beans.
Green beans.
Green beans.
Thank you.
Well done, Sam.
Po. The ingredient?
Basil.
Basil it is.
Sam?
The next one, I'll guess, is olive oil.
Olive oil it is.
Flat leaf parsley.
Parsley. Flat leaf parsley it is. Well done, Po. Good stuff.
Let's have a good taste. Let's make sure that you really think about this.
There's cannellini beans.
Not white beans.
No, it's not.
Black-eyed beans. Definitely cannellini beans.
Definitely.
Fingers crossed. Cannellini beans.
Thanks, Gary.
Well done, Sam.
Thank you.
11 ingredients down, 7 to go. You gonna have a taste?
No.
No. Very confident.
Very risky.
I'm going to go with Parmesan cheese.
Well, the Italians make a lot of cheeses. Mozzarella, pecorino, Parmesan, pecorino. Very similar flavours.
I usually put Parmesan in my minestrone and I'm going to go with Parmesan cheese. I usually put Parmesan in my minestrone and...
You sure?
No, but I'm still going with it.
Parmesan cheese? You're right, well done.
Sam?
Yep.
6 ingredients left. It's getting harder now, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah.
You make one mistake on this, you're not going any further in the competition.
I know.
How does that make you feel?
Like I don't want to make a mistake right now.
Tell me what the next ingredients is, Sam.
Sure. Cabbage.
Cabbage?
Yes.
Cabbage. Let's hope there's cabbage in this minestrone. Cabbage.
Awesome.
Oh.
Wow, there's 5 to go. You guys are really nailing it. Po? What's the next ingredient?
go with barley.
Can you see it and taste it in there?
Yes.
Very confident, Poe. Poe, there's no barley in the minestrone. It's farro.
Are you serious?
Yep.
It's finished.
I am eliminated. Sudden death.
That was my next guess.
Pope, just been knocked out over a grain that's very, very similar to barley. Farro, it's traditional, especially in central and southern Italy. That was going to be the tough ingredient because you know why? You needed a knowledge of Italian cuisine to be able to really pick that one out. What would have been your second choice?
I was just going to go for stock.
And behind that?
Salt, pepper.
And behind that?
Garlic.
That is all 18 ingredients.
Oh, now I'm getting emotional, sorry.
When I realised my MasterChef journey is over, I'm very philosophical about it, and I kind of, for some reason, felt like maybe it was my time to go.
You all right, Pope?
I've just felt quite torn, not being able to, paint and being here, but the reason why I came here was because I felt a very strong pull towards the food industry to a point where it was distracting me quite a lot with my painting. So they're just two things that I just genuinely love.
What does the immediate future hold for you?
Immediate future is basically to go to my mum's house. She has got so many recipes I need to write down that she's cooked for me since I was a child. And I just really want to go there and get those recipes down. It's actually very, very important to me.
I've still got images of you putting ketchup mayonnaise on a plate back in Adelaide.
Chicken mayonnaise, aioli, what was it?
Absolutely disgusting. But then, boom, we got this dish that absolutely blew us all away. It was the dish of the tour.
That's the sort of dish that I really hoped that we'd find in this competition.
Good luck for the future. We're definitely going to miss you.
Thanks, George.
You know what I think of you, and I think whatever you want to do with food, or whatever it is, just go for it. Because you are truly amazing. You've done amazingly well through this competition, so good luck.
Thanks,
I'll miss you.
I don't really know what to say, except that thank you so much for mentoring us.
Poe, it's time for you to leave the MasterChef kitchen. We're going to miss you. Best of luck.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you, Poe.
Thank you.
See you, mate.
See ya.
See you, darling.
I'm very sad to leave the competition. It was an amazing experience. It's definitely changed the way I think about food. It's made me realise I really do love it, and I'm willing to be quite obsessed with it.
After the break,
I'm waiting for Poe to return.
the elimination rocks the MasterChef house.
I think that Poe's got more to offer to the competition.
And Poe's emotional homecoming.
Very exciting to see her.
Missed an episode of MasterChef? Watch full episodes online only at masterchef.com.au.
Waiting at home for either one of the two to come back, I actually don't fathom that it would possibly be Sam. So I'm waiting for Poe to return.
All I have to say is thank God that we don't have to choose someone to go, because that would have been extremely hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, Sam or Poe going is going to be really upsetting. I've grown quite close to Sammy. I love the kid. He's a good guy. And, you know, Poe is too. She's lovely.
Well, I'm not going to sit on the fence like you guys. I think that Poe's got more to offer to the competition than Sam. I think Sam's run his race. He's done the same stuff over and over and over. He's obviously got nothing more in him. It might be time for him to go.
We hear footsteps coming down the stairs, and they're little tiptoe footsteps, and so I think, oh, it's Poe. Sam walks in, I get surprised because he walks like a girl.
How you doing?
When Sam walks down the stairs, my heart just sank. I was just, damn, man, like, I am really disappointed. I'd obviously rather Poe to be here.
You all right, Andre?
Yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed, but you'll do.
What happened then?
Well, it was slightly different to the team eliminations that we're used to. I explained to the guys what the nature of the challenge was, that it was a taste test, and it was, you know, naming one ingredient each till one of us gets it wrong. And we didn't guess salt and we didn't guess pepper, we were just leaving them to the end. And Poe said barley, and it was farro, and that's it. That's it.
That's all it took. That's all it took for Poe to leave, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, and it's sad. It's really sad that she has to go.
She just took it extremely well and smiled her way whole way through it. We actually had a great deal of fun. I must be blessed because I've come through so many eliminations. I've got more lives than a cat. I've just got to make the most of the opportunity that's been granted to me and keep on improving.
It's a shame Poe's left because she was so left of field. She brought some flavour to the competition. And we've had just a really, really tight bond. The competition has lost a character.
I'm really excited to see my family and friends again tonight.
Yeah, we just can't wait. It's very exciting to see her.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to be able to see all their smiling faces again and give them a hug and share some food together.
Here's to Poe, MasterChef of our hearts.
It's a good one.
We're very proud of you.
Thanks, Mum. MasterChef was definitely one of the most exhilarating experiences I've ever had in my life. It's taught me about how I like to live a creative life, and food is definitely going to be part of it.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia,
We're going to recap the mystery box.
it's time to watch Gary and George in another masterclass.
Andre, come on down.
They share the pro secrets on two simple dishes with prawns and kingfish, followed by raspberry tart.
It's easy on the cream, George.
And finish off the working week with a pina colada.
That's nice.
But get ready, as a surprise announcement is on the way.
You are going to Hong Kong.